Alright, so a few additions. I have decided to go ahead and box in all my cross pieces here. That's a 6-inch C-purlin welded top and bottom, as you can see. So I've got all those done. So now I am trying to figure out how to put my stops that will come up and hold the wood in. And I'm trying to figure out how I can do it easiest way from what I have. And so what I came up with is this right here. This is 1/2-inch black pipe, normally used for like gas lines or something like that. It's not going to take much pressure. I mean, it's not like it has to be super thick. You're just keeping it from sliding off and keeping it straight. So my idea that we're going to try is these things here, couple is going to get welded, and then I'm only going to weld in that bottom part right there, and then have different lengths of pipe that will thread in. You're asking yourself, if I'm only threading in the top, how do you keep from getting pushed over? Well, it's actually making contact with the side right here. If it's straight up and down, when that thing's welded in, the only pressure is lateral movement that's going against this. So it's going to be pushing against that C-purlin right there. So I don't really have to have anything on top. Alright, so that worked out as expected. See, it went in there pretty well. Got it straight up and down. You can just thread in your piece there. This is an 18-inch piece. You can see I am yanking on that thing, and that thing is not moving whatsoever. Alright, so yesterday we were working on the stationary clamps. Today we're working on the adjustable one. You've seen this one on the internet numerous times. Just a piece of pipe with this is a 1-inch or 3/4 inch pipe. This is a 1-inch fitting that's on here, and so I wanted to be able to adjust it and put it wherever I wanted. So what I came up with is I welded on this 1-inch piece of tubing here that sits, you can see, sits down right in there. Then all I have to do is take a clamp it down. I'm not sure if I'll be using the C-clamps more permanent but whatever, but for now these vice grips work perfect. It allows me to put it wherever I want. Alright, so right now I've got this long piece of pipe in there. Obviously I'm going to cut this thing down because I'm going to use it on each side. But then when you put tension on it, obviously it doesn't move. So I think this setup's going to work well. It gives me, like I said, the ability to move it anywhere I want it. Alright, so both of them are done. Show you what I've done here. All I've got here obviously is just a bolt welded on. Put a little handle on there. Not exceptionally square, but for this application I don't think it really matters. But that should work just fine, I would imagine. After working around with these a little bit, I determined that first off I didn't make a strong enough point on here, so I went ahead and put a sharper point on it. But if you recall, I had these pipe on here welded on. The problem I ran into was that sometimes it would get close to this and I couldn't turn it anymore. So what I did was I cut the pipe off, obviously, put a bolt in there, and then just welded it in. That way I can go out both sides. So I think that's going to cure that problem. The other thing that's probably going to happen is I'm probably going to make another set of these and have one on each side, because the way I've been doing my logs, I don't always go to the side to go to where my little permanent mounted, I don't know what you call them things, stops are. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to go ahead and probably make 2 more of these, one for each side, to where I can set the log, wherever I want in there, and then don't have to worry about it rocking around or doing anything. So a little change there, but I think it's going to make a big difference.